Let's talk about red flags to avoid in friendships. Hi loves, welcome back to another episode of Not Overthinking It Podcast. I'm Elisabeth with an S, and today we are going into 6 red flags to watch out for in friendships. The greatest epiphany I've had is that there are friends for different purposes and that you don't need one absolute bestest friend of all time to be happy. That made me feel so much better about my relationships and stopped nitpicking every individual friendship to try to find the perfect best friend, because that doesn't exist. And I know when we're kids, we often find that because, you're a kid and you're like, you're my best friend. And am I your best friend? And you're not allowed to have any other friends, or you're not allowed to have any other best friends if I'm your best friend. But when you get older, you don't want to place all of these unspoken expectations onto other people. Like, them not meeting all of your expectations doesn't disqualify them from being a good friend. And you can still appreciate their friendship just in a different way than maybe you once thought. Because I know for me, especially in high school, going from high school to college, when I was in college, I was like so dead set on having one bestest friend. And a lot of people disappointed me because of that, because I had this super high expectation for them that they didn't deserve. They don't need to live up to my expectations. So I just think understanding that maybe you have a friend that's more of a party friend, and then maybe you have a friend that you can be really vulnerable with. Maybe you have a friend that makes you realize a lot of things and you go to them for advice. So just understanding that not everyone needs to fit in the box that you have for them, and just learning to appreciate people as they are, appreciating what they offer. And then there are some people that just don't deserve your time and your attention. And these are the 6 red flags that I'm going to go into. Before we go into it, if you have a friend that may exhibit one of these red flags, it doesn't mean that it's all or nothing and you have to throw that whole friend away. Communicate. If you have to say it more than once, then maybe that's a sign that this person isn't for you. Let's go into it. Friendship red flag number 1. If you feel you can't be honest with them. I was on a friend trip and we were with my family, and I noticed that they were on their phones a lot. Like, I was getting almost offended by how much they were on their phones, and I thought it was a bad look because we were with my family. I was honestly catastrophizing in my mind. This is it. I'm so done with them. If they pick up their phone again, I'm just so over it. Okay, obviously, I don't think my friends are disrespectful. Then I thought, okay, you know what? I need to bring this up to them and let them know that this is bothering me, because honestly, there are so many things that I probably do that I don't realize I do, and I would want my friends to tell me, and I want them to feel comfortable telling me. If you feel like you cannot be honest and open with your friends, that is a red flag. And maybe it's a red flag that you need to look within about, maybe, why don't I feel comfortable to speak with them? Is it because I'm afraid of confrontation and that's a personal issue? Or is it because I don't think that they would respond well to that? I thought about that. I thought, at the end of the day, these are great people, and I am just gonna see what they say when I tell them this is a problem for me. I brought them to a room. I took a shower right before. I was practicing in my mind, and I told them hey, I don't appreciate how much you guys are on your phones. It's sending the wrong message. Maybe you're not interested in being with my family. And then they said, thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. We didn't even notice, and we're going to do better from here on out. Green flag as heck. From then on, it was just chill, and I felt so much better and glad that I didn't end a friendship over something that just needed to be voiced, right? And it's funny because the other day we were together and they said, Liz, one of the moments where I just so respected you was when you pulled us aside and you told us to put our phones away, and that was an issue to you. I think it also inspired them to be able to voice how they feel. Give people the benefit of the doubt, and if it goes well, then that's a mature friend that you want to keep. And if they don't take it well, then maybe that's a friendship that you might want to reconsider. Red flag, not being able to be honest and open with them. And green flag, them honoring your feelings. Red flag number 2 is them gossiping about their other friends to you. I've always thought this was a concerning red flag, because why are you telling me your friends' secrets that you are supposed to keep and they trusted you, and then you're telling me? Or why are you talking crap about this person that you were just with yesterday or you spend a lot of time with, right? There's this quote or an excerpt from a book I read, and it was that women specifically are known for gossiping because they're saying what they should have said in the moment to someone else. They're saying if you have a problem with someone, the gossip can be avoided if you confront that person or that problem rather than withholding how you feel and then blurting it out to other people. Gossiping is just such a huge red flag. I mean, obviously, gossiping does bring people together in some ways. It's like almost a social thing. But if it's at the expense of just talking crap about other people that you especially are friends with, I just don't think that can be, like, your secrets can be trusted with that person. Look for friends that can hold a secret. And again, if you need to compartmentalize this friend and just take a note of, okay, I know that I can't trust them with my secrets, or maybe I might keep some distance because I see how they talk about their friends. Like, a good friend should want to speak life into you as well as their other friends. And they should be like speaking very highly of their friends because also your friends are a reflection of you. So that's that tea. Okay, number 3, they don't let you have your moment and or they talk over you. If you are sharing about yourself, if you are especially having the stage, if you will, talking either whether it's you venting or whether it's you talking about something that you, like a win you had. And if they don't let you have your moment and they just interrupt you, I want to specifically say, like, if they kind of make it more about them, then that's a red flag. It's like they can't let you have the attention for a minute and then they feel the need to turn it back on them. Now, some people lack self-awareness. So in this situation, you might want to bring up to them, I was talking and I would really love to finish my thought. And then I would love to hear, your experience or, whatever. But I like coming from someone that tries to relate to other people by using a personal story. So like if someone tells me something, I might be like, oh my gosh, same, something, because I want to relate. So I guess there is a difference. But if you feel like it's ill-intentioned, just keep note of that or bring it up to them and see. I did that a lot. I think it's like when you're an active listener and you try to make sure that that person feels like you're listening and connecting with them. I would do that all the time of making it a shared experience but I learned because of my friends that there's a time and a place, let people finish their thoughts, let them receive like that acknowledgement and then relate it to you if you feel like it's going to contribute. So if they're kind of giving jealous vibes in that sense, then just be cautious, okay? Number 4, this actually goes into it, less about talking over you and more about just not being able to acknowledge your wins, celebrating you and the success that you have made. So if they say if something good happens to you, they can never acknowledge it or they can never smile for you, clap for you. Maybe they don't even like it on social media. Obviously, social media is not everything. And there are times when I'll see my friends post and I'm like, okay, I need to go back and comment. But right now I'm just like trying to find something or, but overall, if you feel like they just don't tell you that they're proud of you or if they just can't celebrate you, then that's a red flag. And it might be a jealousy issue, like lack of self-confidence. You should be cautious of people that are jealous of you, especially if it's ill-intentioned, because obviously like insecurity is real and maybe they don't mean to be jealous, but they are. But you want to be around people that are going to lift you up and cheer for you because like I said earlier, your friends are a direct reflection of you. And my best friend, Jocelyn, she always says, I love when my friends win because it means that something good is around the corner for me too, because we're all in the same proximity. We all are kind of energetically aligned. And so if things are going well for you, I know that, I'm next. And I just think that's such perfect thinking about it. Like even at my gym, we say a rising tide floats all boats. So when you win, I win. You get stronger, you become more empowered, and then you're empowering me in turn. And I see your strength and I see what I can do. You're like paving the way for me almost. So definitely celebrate your friends. I'm not really the type to celebrate myself that much. Like, I don't know. Even for my birthdays, I just don't like to make a huge deal of it. But now I'm trying to learn to celebrate my life just as much as I celebrate other people. And it's also helping me celebrate people more eagerly. I'm taking a class. I enrolled in a summer class at USC, and it's for film. And this is kind of just me pivoting in life, I guess. So I told my roommate, and I just said it so casually. And she said, "Are you excited?" I said, "Yeah, well, like, I don't know what the acceptance rate is. And I think, it's just a summer class and it's not a big deal." And then the next day, she got me a cake and some flowers. I just love that. Okay, red flag number 5, if they make you feel dumb. Billie Eilish said that you found the right people when you can literally say anything and they don't make you feel dumb. They don't look at you weird. They're laughing with you. They're not laughing at you. And there's a difference and you can feel it. I've been around people that I just don't feel like I can be myself. I don't feel like I can say a mistake. I don't feel like I can make a mistake with how I speak. Like I said, you'll definitely feel it. You'll feel when it's judgmental. I've been the friend that gets made fun of, but I think it's funny and I can take that. But then there's definitely a line where, like I was saying, there's some friendships where I think they're definitely belittling me in some way. Check in with your energy. Okay, there's actually 2 more. I'm adding in a bonus one based off what I just said about the energy thing. How do you feel after hanging out with them? How do you feel after hanging out with this person? Do you feel energized? Do you feel lighter? Because I used to think that I was an introvert until I met the right people, until I met people that made me feel good about myself and that lifted me up. So if you're leaving friendships or hangouts feeling so drained and just not that good about yourself, you're like, I need to be on DND for 10 days, that's probably not a good sign. Of course, at the end of the day, if I'm talking all day, then yeah, I do want to be alone and recharge, but it's not in a way that I feel negative. It's just like, wow, I'm tired because I had a long day of talking, but I feel good. I love my friends. I always leave my friendships thinking, or my friend hangouts thinking, I love my friends. And that's how you should feel. Last one. Your friendship feels like a one-way street. If you never reached out, you guys would not have a friendship. Why is it not reciprocated? It's not to say that it needs to be every other. I initiate plans, you initiate plans. It should just feel easy. It should feel easy to talk to them, easy to make plans with them. I don't mind reaching out and making the plans multiple times in a row, as long as it doesn't feel like I'm bugging them. If I start to feel, am I bugging them? Do they even want to see me? Then I start to think, okay, maybe this is a one-way street and I feel this way because they haven't been reaching out, or maybe they wouldn't necessarily miss my presence. That's just a red flag if you're always the one to reach out, if you're always the one checking in and they're not talking. Like, it will be silent if you never said anything. And maybe your friends or this friend might not like texting specifically, but there definitely has to be some sort of effort coming in on both ends. And maybe if they would prefer to send you voice messages or pick up the phone and call, do a FaceTime call. I heard this good advice where it's like, I think it was Ali Abdal. He sets in his Google Calendar 1 hour Zoom meetings a month, and like at the same time every single month, whoever he wants to be in that call, he just has them in that time. So he like always makes time for people no matter how busy he is. Maybe this is a wake-up call for you too. If you are like, dang, I could be better at reaching out to my friends, then definitely try something new. Even with my friends, I'll be like, okay, let's do photo dumps every like month. If we haven't, there are some friends that you're not going to talk to all the time, but you still want to know how they're doing and check in. So with those friends, I'll say, send me pictures, update me, like, how's it going? At the end of the day, life is about your friendships, about your relationships. Before we summarize the red flag list, I do want to leave you with a couple tips for finding genuine friends, making genuine friends. If you feel like you are not finding the right people. My mom would always tell me this: build it and they will come. Whatever you are excited about, whatever you are passionate about, build a community around that and know that people are going to come. And there's this site called Meetup. They have a bunch of mini groups in it. I literally just joined a group that says things that you would not want to do alone. And they do dining, they do book clubs, things like that. There's just so many people looking for what you have to offer. And especially if you're watching this, it's clear that, friendship is important to you. So why not create that space for other people where you are interested in? So say if you're a gym girl, I think the gym girls make great friends, but a lot of people think that they just can't talk to people in the gym, but you can. There are so many people that I have met just from going up to them in the gym or even in the sauna. A girl was reading a book. I love books. So I said, "Hey, what are you reading?" And she was so nice. Obviously, you'll kind of gauge whether someone wants to talk to you, but don't be afraid of rejection. That just means that's not the person for you. Wherever you're at, even if you go take classes, workout classes, talk to somebody next to you. I heard these girls today, they just turned to each other and they introduced themselves. They're like, "Have you ever done this class before?" And she was like, "No." She's like, "I'm scared." And then they started talking after. So you can 100% be the one to go up to somebody. Worst they can say is F off. And then you've just built more resilience. So win-win. Okay, let's summarize because it is getting hot in this car. Red flags. So number 1, if you feel like you can't be honest with them. Number 2, if you hear them talking about other friends of theirs in a bad way, gossiping. Number 3, if they talk over you or just turn things back around to them and don't really let you talk. 4, if they don't celebrate your wins. Number 6, they make you feel dumb. Like they're laughing at you, not with you. You know when you say something and somebody's like, "What?" Like, oh my God, don't even get me started. The condescending laugh. Let me stop. Okay, number 7, it's a one-way street. They don't check in. If you literally never talk to them again, they would never talk to you again. And then last one, I added it. This is why I can't remember. I didn't have it written. What did I say? Oh, energy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give this pod a review wherever you are. If you're coming from YouTube, I'm on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Okay, consumption corner. I got finally a little Pilates wrap top. This is from 437 and I love her. I will say it was pricey and I don't know if I would do it again, but I love this color pink. It's so freaking cute. It makes me happy. It makes me feel really girly. So love the Pilates wrap top. And I've just been putting it over like everything. So maybe it is a good investment. It was pretty pricey though. Avi Substack. So good. Like I talk about it all the time and I'm just such a thought daughter. That's my new title. Truly, as somebody that just has the habit of picking up her phone in the morning, scrolling, especially if I need to wake up, I just pick it up and I go on Substack and I just get like such nice little quotes in my morning. I get a good read in. It's just such a positive way to scroll if you have to. Obviously, being off the grid is 100% better, but it's kind of like a Twitter, I say, for positive thoughts. So one of them was like, move like everything is going to work out because it is. And that's cliche as heck because that's not a good representation of the app, but that's just an idea of what you might see. And it will be like people's journal prompts. They'll do their morning journals. Please, please, please express yourself. There is no creativity without vulnerability. Put your guard down. The world needs more artists. I just love that. As a former Tumblr lover, this is exactly like my replacement. Lastly, I really miss Insecure. I think I'm just so freaking predictable. I say the same things every time because when I love something, I love it long time. But I miss Issa D from Insecure. I text my best friend. I said, "Bro, I miss Issa, but I can't keep rewatching that show. I've watched it 3-4 times now. I recently just rewatched it. I need to just take a break from it." But I know that if I did start watching it again, I would still look at it in a new lens. I watched Sinners the other day with my boyfriend. So good. I had no idea what to expect. And so, funny story. In college, I had to write a 2-minute speech on anything that I want. I wrote my wedding vows, okay? Leading up to the wedding vows, people didn't know who I was talking to. They maybe thought it was my boyfriend or someone. And at the end, I said, I do Michael B. Jordan. And everyone started laughing, whatever, because they didn't expect it. Anyway, so I told my boyfriend that story. I forgot I told him that. I probably told him that years ago. And then I said, oh my God, babe, I want to watch Sinners. And he goes, why? You want to see your husband? And I said, I told you that story? And he started laughing. He's like, you just want to see him. I said, well, I want to see it because I heard it's good, but it doesn't hurt that he's in it. And so we had no idea anything about the movie, what to expect. So we go, and Michael B. Jordan has a twin in it. It's him and himself. Those are like the two main characters. And I look at my boyfriend, I go, I'm seeing double. And he looked at me, he rolled his eyes. And he's like, before the movie too, he said, whenever he's on the screen, I'm just going to like cover your eyes, jokingly, obviously. But I said, good luck trying to make me close my eyes. I would have my eyes closed the whole movie now because he has a twin. I just thought that was funny, but really good movie. If you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy this one. So go watch. And until next week, see you.